Hello, hello. So who else is just sewing the Ilea garments? Some of us are just sewing our shodu. Hi everyone, good evening. It's really raining here. It's raining here and the weather is so cold. It's cool actually, not that cold. Hi Buku, how are you? Barika de Salau. Ta ló fẹ́ invite me Pharaoh. Malik, I can see you're watching. Send your address. Let me come and chop meat. See, I'm just making my garments. Ibuku, hi. My ashodu. Somebody should invite me to come and chop meat too. Ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣàánú mi o. Fẹ́ jẹran ọdún. Nadine. Okay, I'm making a dress. And that's what I want to wear tomorrow for the festival. Is it tomorrow or next tomorrow? I'm sure wearing it one day, either tomorrow or Wednesday. The dress is complicated. Very complicated. I'm just trying out some things, so I like to try out things. I want to gather this piece of fabric. So I'm running gather stitches. When I'm gathering fabrics, I like to run 2 lines to pull the gathers. Oh, Nadim, I'll probably share the sketch later. I don't have it here with me. I actually did a video before this showing the design. I didn't sketch it. It's a design I picked from the internet. Okay, but I modified it a little bit. I didn't do exactly what I picked from the internet, so I'll probably share it later. Again, I'll share the picture in the comments box later. Okay, so like I was saying, when I'm running gathering stitches, I like to run 2 rows so that when I'm pulling and one cut, I still have one to as backup. Some people do just 1 row, it's fine, as long as you don't pull and it cuts. I love sewing. Oh, hey, I can sew for Africa. I like to sit on the sewing machine and sew my own garments. I love sewing. Okay, so now I have my 2 rows of gathering stitches. So I'm just going to pull the gathers. When you're pulling your gathers, if you want to pull from the top, make sure you're pulling the 2 threads at the top, and if you want to pull the bottom one, make sure it's the 2 threads at the bottom. So I'm pulling the top one, so I'm just going to start pulling. It's a fit and flare dress that I'm making. Fit and flare dress. And I did some roses at the bottom, so I'll keep pulling. So I'm going to pull this to my, I'm adding this on the front waist, actually not all round. It's a small piece and I don't know why I'm even adding it, but I just feel it's going to be nice. Okay, if you want, you can start again from the other end. If you're scared that the thread will cut, you can pull from both ends. Thank you, Madam Wilkie, Madam Adjola Wilkie. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I need to confirm my front waist, and remember I told you to always have your patterns with you until you're done sewing. Don't remove your fabrics and put your patterns somewhere else. They have to be together with you until you're done sewing. Okay, so I need my front waist. Let me see if I wrote it. That's 8.5. That's 17 for my front waist. So I need to pull these gathers to 17. Okay, again, another thing, see, I notched my center front. I notched half of this piece before I started gathering. So now I have pulled 1/2 almost to the notched part. So I'm going to start pulling also from the other end so that the thread doesn't cut. So I should have 17 inches. TK. You inspire me. Oh, thank you so much. I am grateful. Thank you. I am humbled. I just do what I like. I love sewing. That's the truth. Okay, so I'm pulling from the other end as well. And I'm going to pull, remember I said 17 for the front, so half should be 8.5, 8.5. So I'm going to pull this to become 8.5 because I've already pulled the other one. to become 8.5. Gathered skirt, gathered top. You see, it's very cute, very pretty. Imagine pulling gathers or making gathered designs for a kid, a little girl. Oh my fine pa. I made my dress this morning too. Can you imagine? It is only a designer that can do that. Some of us are still sewing. Please share your dress when you wear it tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll share mine too. But no one has invited me to come and eat their own room. Please invite me now. Now wow, go down. Okay, so I'm almost there. You have to be careful so it doesn't break. Once it breaks, you're going to start all over again. All over again. So be careful so it doesn't break. So keep measuring. I need 8.5 and I still got 10.5, so I still need to pull 2 inches. This is my notch. I'm almost at my notch. Also make sure you pull them evenly. Don't let them be concentrated, but if that's what you want, if concentrating it is part of your design, then by all means. I like to make them even, and that's why I am pulling from both ends. Okay, yeah, we are done. Okay, so I need to measure to confirm I have what I need. Yippee! 17! Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. I have already joined my front. Who remembers this? I shared the design 2 days ago when I was designing and the network didn't allow me to share properly. See the inside. This is how you should finish the inside of your garment. This is the wrong side of this garment. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So I'm going to join my sides, front and back. Remember what I told you? Do not separate your pattern piece from the fabric until you're ready to sew. This is an asymmetric design and it's very easy to make mistakes if you don't have your pattern piece still attached to your fabric. Okay, you can see my pattern piece still attached to my fabric. I have interfaced my back as well because the Ankara is soft, so I decided to interface. You don't have to interface your back, but I decided to interface my back, and I have used cotton interfacing. I rarely do that, but I just felt the Ankara was too soft, so I needed to stabilize it. And this is my my back, one half of the back, and you can see the instructions on it. So if I'm giving this to a pattern cutter to cut, he or she knows what to do exactly. That reads cut 1, and that means place this pattern on the straight grain of the fabric. There are grain lines on every fabric. There are 3 types of grain lines. I'll talk about those ones in the future. Okay, first I need to attach my fashion fabric to my fashion fabric, the back to the front, on the sides. Also, I need to turn the neckline. This is very tricky. See, it's kind of alter neck, but it's asymmetric. This is very, very tricky, and I have to be careful when joining it. So I'm just going to remove my pattern, my lining out of the way. I use cotton lining. I don't like Abba lining. Sometimes I use suit lining depending on what I'm doing. No, it's not an underarm dart. It's invisible. It's the darts are concealed. It's actually princess. It's princess dart. So I'm going to join my sides. This is front and this is half of back. I need to join them because I'm adding half circle at the on the skirt parts of the garments. It's half circle, so I need to join, and there's no side seam. So I need to join the sides of my front and the sides of my back first so that I can join the skirt parts. Okay, I'm just going to pin. I like to pin. Always pin for accuracy. Okay, also you need to be sure of what you're doing. Everything is step by step. Just like you count 1, 2, 3 up to 10. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can't do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10. You're jumping 7, 8. So coming back to come and fill 7 and 8 will be difficult. So it's a process. You have to do it one after the other. So let's say process 1 is done, 2 is done. If I jump process 3 and I go to process 4 or process 5, coming back to come and do step 3 will be difficult. So you really need to know what to do first before you do what to do first, actually what comes first, and do it systematically. Now I just pinned this and I realized once I sew this part, I'll be able to turn the neckline, but it's going to be a bit difficult. So I'm going to remove the pins and turn the neckline a little halfway, because I've not fixed my zipper. Remember I said I'm doing half circle for the skirt parts. So I'm going to turn the neckline of my back. This is my back neckline. This joromi that is doing jiggly like this. This is my back. I'm sorry if you cannot see this well. Let me see if you, okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Auntie me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had to pick that call. So what is Ashodu? Festival garments now. Ashodu is festival garments. Ileya garments. Odun is festival. Any kind of festival. Asho is clothes or garments. Am I making sense? I'll share my Ashodun later tomorrow when I wear it. Hopefully I'll finish it tonight. Okay. Remember what I told you, when you're sewing and you need to adjust your fabric, you make sure your needle is lowered while you adjust your fabric. Okay, this delicate part I have just sewn the lining to the fashion fabric, so I'm just going to understitch. On the stitch, I mentioned it in my previous videos, is when you sew on the right side of the lining with all the allowance underneath the lining. So this is the wrong side of my fabric or fabric pieces. With all the allowance under the lining, I'm going to sew very thinly on the right side of my lining. Okay, I am not liking my stitches, so I need to adjust and run it again. I don't want stitches that will pull. Can you see I am not dragging my clothes, my fabric pieces. I am not dragging it, and I am at this is a corner. Can you see? Okay, this is a corner, and I just want to show you I am going to sew that corner. So I'm going to lift up the foot while the needle is down. I'm going to turn this to sew here, and I'm going to sew on. This was the first stitches I did, but I don't, it's loose kind of, so I want it smaller. So I've turned my settings from, it was on 3, I didn't realize it was on 3, so I had to do it again. Okay, sorry, I have to, my holder is misbehaving. Oh, for my phone, no. I don't have money for phone. always cut out your dangling threads. Don't leave threads dangling on your fabrics or pattern fabric pieces. Okay, so I'm going to, on the stitch, like I said, I'm going to sew on the right side of the lining with all my allowance underneath. And as you sew on, you can use your hand to flatten it and use the foot of your machine to as your guide so that you have smooth and neat stitches. Okay, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to notch the corner. So I'm going to take this out of the, I'll take it out so you see what I want to do. See this corner, if I don't clip it, I won't be able to sew on the to do my edge stitching on it, and it will not relax because it's too deep. So I need to notch it a little bit so it automatically becomes it goes on the bias and stretches by itself and it will relax. So I'm going to, okay, I'm using the front camera, but you got what I mean. I'm going to cut, and I'm going to be careful so I don't cut up to my stitches. Okay, and this will relax on me. Can you see it's almost going straight, but initially I couldn't lift it up, so I'm just going to edge stitch. If I had not cut it that way, I won't be able to on the stitch on the lining like I will be able to now. I'm going to go gently. Sewing skills are very important. If you want to create that well finished garment, you need to have an understanding of how to finish your garment nicely. See, I have not ironed this fabric pieces, but with the understitch that I have done, I will be, this automatically rolls. See, the fashion fabric automatically rolls to the wrong side a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, and it lays very flat even without ironing. I have not ironed it and it's looking nice already. See the curve, well sewn. So I'm going to take this to the ironing board later on. I need to join some bits of it, so I like to join, then take everything to the ironing table. So I'm going to do the other side of the back like that as well. Remember what I told you, don't remove your pattern piece from your fabric pieces until you're ready to sew, so you don't mix them up, especially if you're working with asymmetric design. Okay, so I'm going to turn my neckline for this piece as well, the other side of the back, and I can join them on the sides. I'll take them to the ironing section and iron, then join my back to the skirt part so that I can fix the zipper. when I'm not using my machine, I like to switch it off, like when I was arranging this pattern piece. Because if you don't switch it off, you might mistakenly step on it and you just run on your fingers. Or safety, be safe whenever you're sewing. Okay, there's a pin here, so I need to get rid of it. See, while I was removing that pin, my needle is still in my fabric. Otherwise, if the needle was raised, it would move away my fabric pieces from the machine. Then I'll start arranging again. Okay, so I need to check something. I think I just did something wrong, so I need to confirm if what I've done is correct or it's wrong. Not that it's wrong, but what I've done, my center back, because I've not inserted my zipper, I shouldn't have run the stitches up to my CB, so I'm just going to remove the seams from my CB backward a little. You see why you should always have your pattern pieces with you whenever you're sewing. You don't remove them until you're ready to sew. 1 minute, please. Okay. I left my machine on. Don't leave your machine on, no. Don't be like me, oh. If for no reason at all, at least electricity. You know how much we pay on electricity here in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so I don't use blade when I'm taking out seams. I use a seam ripper. So this is what a seam ripper looks like. So I'm using it to take out the seam. It's too tight, so I backstitch. This is the reason some people don't like using tiny stitches to sew. But because I hardly rip out seams, I love it. I hardly rip out seams, and that's the truth. Yeah. I hardly rip out seams, so I can sew with even one stitch length that is very tiny. Okay, so now I'll just on the stitch like I did for the other one. I'm on the stitching from the side seam because I'm going to join the front and the back side seams together now. I already told you when you're use the foot of your sewing machine, your working foot, as a guide, so you can have lovely stitches. I'll stop here. So the next thing is to join my side seams, both front and back. But before then, I'm going to take this to the ironing table to sew. I can actually manage to sew. I want to do oroju small. Don't do oroju. The reason I'll be able to sew now is because I have understitched, and this is flat, as you can see. It's not bulky, so I can just join my side seams and okay. So this is my front, remember, already turned with lining on the neckline. I have done the same thing on the back. I've turned it with lining. Let me quickly take it to the ironing board and iron. See how it's looking, and you'll see how it's going to look by the time I'm back. See you in a bit. I need to charge my phone. Barika de Sala, Eku Odun. Iléyá ti dé, 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 Iléyá ti dé. Barika de Sala, Eku Odun. Let me entertain you while I wait for the iron to get hot. So who is inviting me now? Who is inviting me tomorrow? Please send me message, inbox. Send me your address. I will gladly come. I will come. I'm waiting for the iron to get hot. Okay, so what can I tell you now? Who remembers this designer that I shared? Who remember it? And see what I did on my skirt, the skirt part. I'm mixing it with organza. This is raw silk, and this is organza. And I have done a little bit of fabric manipulation on the inside. So this is the type of fabric manipulation those who already registered for our apprenticeship program will be doing. Fabric manipulation is very, very interesting. If you don't, you can change the face of a plain fabric to a well-designed fabric by manipulating the surface of your fabric. There are different ways of doing that, and that's part of a course outline for the apprenticeship program. Remember, I told you about the apprenticeship program. It's going to be for 1 year, 6 months learning period, and 6 months internship period. We will be major in garment construction, learning how to finish garments professionally. So we have timetable which will be given to the participants when they resume, and we're going to follow the timetable only. We will not be doing or teaching anything outside that course outline and the timetable. So in the course outline, we have sewing skills, fabric manipulation, different types of fabric manipulation, like the one I shared some time ago. We will be doing introduction to pattern making. So they will be learning the 5 basic slopers in pattern making. That is the front and the back bodies, the front and the back skirt, and the sleeve. They will also be learning the dress foundation. So it's going to be very, very interesting. The program is targeted towards people who go to tailor shops to learn, and at the end of the day, they don't learn anything. I've been tagged on so many sewing groups, and people will start lamenting on how their boss would not would have finished cutting by the time they get to the shop, and by the time when they get to the shop, the boss will tell them to go and fetch water, send them on some errands, bring out their clothes to wash. In this century, 21st century, are we still in the 21st century? Yeah. Giving clothes to apprentice to wash, that's absurd. So the program is yeah, targeted towards those set of people, and we promise you will be learning a whole lot. It's strictly pattern making, no free hand. And let me just tell you this, I had an interview with someone today, and she was like, pattern making seems difficult, and I said, well, and then she went like, oh, that she did like a 1-week pattern making program with someone, and she really doesn't see any difference. Immediately she said that, I knew it wasn't pattern making, it was just teaching probably done on paper and all of that. Pattern making it's not difficult, it's very easy. In fact, it starts with you taking accurate measurement. Remember I said accurate measurement, not just taking measurement. Every garment, every nicely shaped garment that you see out there started from taking accurate measurement. So you have to take accurate measurement, and you convert those measurements using lines, curves, blah 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 blah. Technical drawing. In JSS we did technical drawing, right? Yeah, it's similar to pattern making. So we actually create templates. We create templates to be used to cut our fabrics. Templates like this. This is already designed. The basic blocks won't be designed. The basic blocks are what they are, basic. So you have to create templates. It is the template, which is your pattern, that will be placed on fabrics after you might have designed, of course. After you might have designed it, and that's what you use to cut your fabrics and make your garments. So pattern making is not difficult. Don't let anybody tell you. What will make it difficult is if you are not being tutored rightly. I've had conversations with quite a lot of people, and they will say, oh, the kind of pattern making they were introduced to isn't like the one they are learning at ABSO. And I always ask them, the pattern making, what method? And I hope it's not divide by 4, because we are not divide by 4. You cannot divide a human body into 4 equal halves. Yeah, you might be able to divide the front into 2 equal halves, but you won't be able to divide the whole body into 4 equal halves. If you try to do that, then there's going to be issues with the fit of your garment. So yes, you might be able to divide the full front into 2 equal halves, the full back into 2 equal halves, but not a whole human body into 4 equal halves. And that's what most people do when they introduce this set of people to pattern making, and they start complaining about the armhole, about the feet. What happens when you divide a human body into 4 equal halves is the side seams won't be where it is supposed to be. The side seams, yeah, where the front is joined to the back. When you divide a human body into 4 equal halves, your side seams won't be well positioned. Hey boss, I can see you. Yes, I'm sewing my ashodo. I just said, okay, I just went to switch on the iron. So while the iron is warming up, I said, let me just talk small. Okay, so when you divide human body into 4 equal halves, the side seams won't be positioned where it's supposed to be. You all should go and read human anatomy. Yes, human anatomy. We are designers, but we deal with human figure. So you should read human anatomy. I always say all these words so that you can also go online and read about them. Most times when I'm sharing things, I hashtag a lot of things. I'm not just doing them for fun. I'm doing that so that you can look at those words and check them online, so you get understanding, so that you are informed. The iron must be hot now. I'll be back. Okay, so I just quickly want to add that when you're ironing, when you're buying iron, I just want to take you to my ironing room. When you're buying iron, please buy good iron. Designers, you need good steam irons. Don't buy all those this one has a big tank, right? And it's a steam iron. It will iron. See, it's bringing out steam, and because we need steam while ironing, can you see the steam? You need to buy a very good iron. Nkechi Holga sells very lovely iron, so you can buy from her. I bought quite some from her as well, the one we use in school, but this is my own personal iron. I love this iron here. For those who want it, it's the long guy. I don't know if I got it correctly, but I bought it from the US, so I have to use it with a step down. So if you are buying, I'll advise you buy from the UK. The same product, yes, you can get from the UK, and you don't have to buy a step down, because once the step down has issues, you won't be able to use this iron. So you can buy from the UK and save yourself some stress. So I'm going back to my sewing room, and also I like to iron using the ironing table, not the square one. This is because unlike the school, we have the square one and we have the arm, the clapper and all of that, but I don't have that here. So I use every part of my ironing table. Like this part, I use it for my bust. I use it to iron my bust, because when you're ironing the bust, you have to open it and iron, because it's curvy. So I use it to iron the bust. And this part, I use it for the hip. I use this part for my hip or every other curvy part of my garments. So I'm going back to the sewing room. I'm still setting up my sewing area, so that's why I have my machine in a separate room and my iron in another room. Shebi, I always say that oloroju ole je aránṣọ, oloroju ole je tailor. Okay, so I have my backs, and I'm going to join them to my front. Hey, who stole my front? Found it. Okay. So I'm going to join my side seam, and I'm going to do fashion fabric to fashion fabric and lining to lining, like so. So that it looks continuous from the inside. So I'm joining, this is my front bodies and this is the back. So I'm joining the fashion fabric to fashion fabric and my lining to lining. So I always like to do it this way. So I'm going to pin or make sure they match at the underarm. If you have to pin, please pin. Don't be doing a few way, because me, I don't like to rip out seams, so I don't do a few way. I take everything jelenke, and it's my garment up anyway, so I'm not in a hurry. But because this one I'm wearing it tomorrow or Wednesday. Which day is Leia Sef? Remember, I'm joining this part together now because I'll need to join the skirt part to it. Don't forget to remove your pins. I always do that immediately so that I don't forget. Okay, I just want to show you this. Can you see they are matching? That's how you should sew. The underarm, the armhole, the part where you join the front and the back together, they must match. See? Okay, and okay, so once I join them, I'll go against the ironing table to iron. So this is what I have right now. I've joined the lining to lining and the fashion fabric to fashion fabric. So I'm going to do the second part also. So I'll have my front and back together, the bodies together. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o, má fara ṣeré torí àlàrẹ o. I hope Facebook will not block this one, because this one I am using my mouth to sing. I am not playing. Sometimes when you play someone's, I think it's the copyright thingy. When you play music in your videos, Facebook will tell you, it is 1ME kinikon kinikon. But this one I'm using my mouth to sing. Owó la wà yìí, ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o, má fara ṣeré torí àlàrẹ o. Dun 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 dun. Where's Fumi Latilo? That girl. She'll be telling me I cannot sing. I should not be spoiling music. Come on, listen to voice. Má fara ṣeré torí àlàrẹ o. Dum 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 I've sent it already. That's Mr. Shonubi. Don't mind him. Mr. Shonubi, come and say hi to my Facebook friends now. Tan 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 tan. I can sew from both sides of my sewing machine. Every designer should be able to do that. I can sew from both sides. I'm used to it. I trained myself to be able to do that. So you can train yourself to be able to do anything you put your mind to doing. It's just our mind. Once you're determined to be that you want to do it, you will achieve it. You will be able to do it. Just put your mind. Yes, you can. You can do anything if you try. Just try. Yes, you can. But you have to believe and rely on what you have inside. I can make it through my trials, but my trials will just make me strong. I can do anything. Yes, I can. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, I can. I can do anything if I try. I'll just try. Yes, I can. But I have to believe and rely on what I have inside. I can make it through my trials, for my trials will just make me strong. I can do anything. Yes, I can. Oh, 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 oh. I can. I can. I can. Yes, I can do anything. I can. I can. Don't forget to remove your pins. I can. Yes, I can do anything. No matter what, if you just conceive it. When you believe it, then you can achieve it. I can. I can. I can. Yes, I can do anything. Don't forget to cut your threads, your dangling threads. Don't leave them in your client's garments. I don't want to turn. Fine, it's the wrong side of my garment, but I don't want to turn. There was this dress. A friend bought it, not me. My friend bought the dress. By the time we turn the dress inside out, if you see dangling threads, China dress, and they will be abusing us. See the inside of my front and my back. So I'm just going to take this to the ironing table now. See continuation. Can you see the continuation from front to back? I don't know if you're seeing it. So I'll just take this to the ironing table and iron. I'm cutting out my threads first. Also, make sure you backstitch whenever maybe your thread broke while you were sewing and you needed to continue. Make sure you backstitch. If you don't backstitch and you cut the threads, it will remove your seams. Okay, I'm just going to quickly get rid of a curve here. Also, try not to use your hand to cut your threads. Okay. Let me get rid of the curve here as well. I can see a curve, a deep curve, so I need to get rid of it. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé o, a kú ọdún o, ẹ̀mí wa ṣe púpọ̀ o. Okay, I'll be back. I need to iron. Sorry guys, I'm back. I had to take some calls. Okay, so this is what okay, so this is what I have right now. Let me see if I can show you. This is my back. This is my front. And this is the other side of the back. So right now I'm going to add the bottom parts, but unfortunately I'll have to go now. And I'll see you later. I'll share my dress when I get someone to invite me tomorrow. Okay, bye for now. Bye. If I get someone to invite me tomorrow, I'll wear my dress and I'll share it with you. Happy Ilea. Happy Idil Kabir. Toyin, you are not inviting me. Okay, bye, guys.